Hey y'all, this is actually my first time going live from my MacBook. Usually I go live from my iPhone. So I'm on here, y'all, and today I just wanted to talk to you guys about just being yourself. This is so weird doing it off my MacBook, but I want to get used to it. I like it. I like it. If you guys like it, I love it. I do want to talk to you guys about just being yourself. As you know, I am a certified life and business coach, and my job is to make your life a little bit easier and help you on your path one step at a time. So I get excited to come in here and talk to my people. Like whatever you guys are going through, I love giving advice on it. I have my Dear Star columns, you guys. I love putting my little 2 cents on it and just helping, guiding you through this thing called life one step at a time. So without further ado, I would like to speak on just being yourself. I try to go live. This is my first nighttime live show. I usually go live in the daytimes, but I did get some requests. People asking me to go live at night. So it's cool, like just sitting back, chilling with y'all. It's nighttime, just kicking back, little shabam, watching it, watching the live video, just like, okay, let's see what Star talking about. So I appreciate that. Now, when I say just be yourself, many times, like often, we spend our time focusing on other people. We spend our time trying to people please. We spend our time trying to be the type of person we feel like other people would like or that other people would accept. But at the end of the day, it's really all about being yourself. It's really all about doing what feels good to you and how you accept yourself. But when you spend so much time trying to pursue a person to love you for the person that you're not, it's going to get draining at the end of the day. If you spend your time trying to become someone else, you can't look at yourself in the mirror at the end of the day because that's not really you, right? So stop trying to put on a facade, right? Stop trying to play like it's Halloween and put on different masks to mask the real you and pretend to be somebody else just so somebody else can like you or accept you. Ask yourself this: if I have to pretend to be someone that I'm not, do that person really deserve me in their lives? If I'm doing that just to get them, just to win them over, does that person really deserve to have me in their life? And I think you would see that the answer is no. A person doesn't deserve to have you in their life if you got to pretend to be someone else. And we got to realize that, because stuff like that can start at a very young age and it can travel into an older age, and then you end up getting stuck and it end up being a repeated toxic cycle, and you don't want to get into that. You want to break toxic cycles. You want to break the family curse. You don't want to get stuck just trying to be something you're not and trying to live up to it. Stop trying. Another thing, if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say it at all. But stop lying, because I know a lot of people do this, right? Stop lying about things that you got going on in your life. Movement. Stop trying to make it bigger than what it is. Like, you could be real, you could be Delulu. Like, I got meetings, this and that, but just make sure they real. Stop trying to outdo a person so much, because when you ever came across somebody who real and you tried to make your life seem so perfect and fascinating to the point where you almost feel guilty, because when that person start keeping it real with you, you like, dang, I'm dang near in the same boat, but I just hyped my stuff up because I felt like that was the type of time they were on. We can't live like that. That's why it's so important to have your own ground, your own boundary, your own lifestyle, and stop comparing yourself to others. Stay in your own lane. Our destination is ours, baby. You can't compete where you cannot compare. Stop trying to get in other people's lanes just to prove a point or teach a lesson or make a person jealous, because that's not the right way to go. And you better be careful with that karma trying to make people feel less than. That as well. It can go two ways. You can either lie about your life trying to fit in and blend in so another person could accept you, which is wrong. Or you could try to lie about your life to make another person feel bad or feel beneath with theirs, which is wrong as well. I mean, that type of thing is a lose-lose situation, and it really could go either way. For real. You just got to choose your path. So I would choose not lying about your life, Just be yourself. Realize that if you feel the need to over exaggerate something about yourself, you don't need to be around that person, period. If you're at a party and you feel like everybody got it going on and you got to lie about how you rich, you got money, you this and that, you got to rent a car to go to that party, then you just don't need to be there. That's not your cup of tea. Those not your type of people. If you got to go to the extreme extent just to fit in with somebody, those people were not meant for you, baby. You got to realize who for you and who's not for you, who's with you and who against you. At the end of this day, in the thing called life, we came in it alone and we going out of it alone. Can I get an amen? Because for real, seriously, we spend so much time in our lives trying to reflect on who we aren't instead of realizing who we are and what we're capable of. You have to see yourself for you, and you have to just be yourself and stop trying to blend in with other people, because you're not going to profit off of that. You're going to profit off of just living your authentic life, being the authentic you, right? You are so beautiful. Why you can't see that you don't have to pretend to be someone you're not just to fit in? If people can't accept you for you, then that's just not your crowd, baby. I'm here to tell you, if they cannot accept you for you, those are just not your people. I don't care if they're at school with you. I don't care if they're your coworkers. I don't care if they're your friends. I don't care if that's your man, your girl. If they can't see you for you and you feel the urge to try to pretend to be someone or something that you're not, that is not the right circle for you. That is not the right surroundings for you. And can we normalize people knowing when it's time to walk away when something no longer serves them, right? You done already did your big one by pretending to be someone you're not. Now it's time to learn when to walk away. And that's what I'm here for. I'm telling you, if it got to that point, it's time to walk away. I don't know who needs to hear this, but it is time to walk away. Get your life back, get yourself back, and know that it is time to leave that whole situation alone. Like, I'm talking to somebody on this other side of the screen, but they like, dang, Star, like, I really was tripping. I really didn't see my worth, because worth plays a huge part in not being yourself. Worth, not knowing your worth, plays a huge part in not being yourself. We have to know our worth, and we have to understand that when we're ourselves, we're at our highest form. When we're ourselves, we on the top of our own world. We put ourselves on top of our own created pedestal, right? But when you don't know your worth and you subject to what others are thinking and you try to blend in just to get accepted, the bar goes down each time, and you give other people the power to determine your worth of who you, their version of you, who they want you to be. But ultimately, it's about who you are. Stop letting people change you. Change for no one, right? You got to stand for something or you're going to fall for everything. I don't know who needs to hear this, baby, but you have to stand up and you have to make a change within your own life to say, I refuse to change for someone else's life. I'm preaching to somebody. You got to refuse to change for someone else. It's either for the better, right? And it's a decision that you have to decide. But if you change, if you do a 180 just for someone else, that's not going to make you feel good deep down in your heart. It's not going to make you feel good deep down in your core. It's just going to make you feel silly at the end of the day. When that person, if that person, and most likely that person, when they find your true self, because it's going to pop out at one point or another, right? So when they decide to leave you, what you going to do? You're going to sit here like I wasted all this time changing myself for you, and you still left me, and I became everything that you thought that I thought you wanted. I became everything that I felt like you wanted me to be, and you still left my life. Baby, if you had to change yourself for their version of the better, but it's not really you, if you had to change yourself to a new person that you're not even comfortable being, that wasn't going to work out anyway. Right? You got some type of healthy changes. You got some changes where maybe you want to eat healthier. Maybe you want to start working out. Maybe you want to start meditating, praying more. Like, you got some additions to your life, some upgrades. But I'm talking about they're just trying to change your entire being of who you are. Stuff like that never works out. If I'm lying, put me out of business. Stuff like that never works out, where you change your entire body, your entire being for a person. You're not doing it. Baby, you done got that BBL for him. Baby, you got that gastrolipase surgery for him. Baby, you doing this and that for him. You done got the Botox for him. You done got the tummy tuck. You done got the boob lift. You done got to add it on for him, right? Don't do that type of stuff for another person. Now, I'm not against it if you want to do that for yourself. Live your life. Now, I do believe with a healthy diet, motivation, and determination and consistency, you can achieve anything, right? But if you want to take the quick route, that is your life. But when you do it for another person, that's when it's going to become an issue. That's when it's going to become a problem. That's when people start thinking they own you, especially if you let that person pay for it. Ooh, what happened when you get that BBL, he done paid for it, and now he feel like you can't leave him no matter what he do, right? He feel like a piece of him own you because a piece of him literally paid for a part of your body. Oh, don't you go changing yourself for other people. That's the best I could tell you. Do it for yourself. If that's the route you want to take, any type of improvement, do it for yourself. But when you do it for other people, it's not going to work out at all. It's not. Changing for other people is never going to work out. You got to do little improvements for yourself. You're not going to feel good about that, baby. Right? Because we came in this world alone and we're going out of this world alone. So you can't spend your life trying to think about what will make other people happy. At the end of the day, it's about you. You are the only one in your story. You are the main character. You are the top tier, the top dog. At the end of the day, you matter the most in your life. And you got to realize that. And until you realize that, you're going to be stuck trying to people please. You're going to be stuck trying to change for them. And you just got to be yourself. If they can't accept you, then let them reject you and move on to company that is glad. They say don't go where you're tolerated. Go where you're celebrated. And I'm going to leave it at that. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Somebody needs to hear this message today. Definitely subscribe. Our channel is growing. Our community is growing. I appreciate you guys. I'm affirming it right now that I will have 20,000 subscribers by the end of December 2024. So you guys, thank you so much for tuning in to my live stream. I just wanted to jump on here for a few minutes real quick, buzz some in your ear real quick. And until next time, sweet start, I'm out. I love you guys. Bye.